Wack 100 was saying that he has to actually get it cut down to the wrist.
They're gonna have to take him all the way down to the wrist.
Yeah, he about to have a nub.
They're burnt out on the over-the-top extra stuff. Like, it's only so far you can go with that.
Let him finish.
But let me tell you though, when you go wrong, I always get on here and always tell niggas, don't let this internet get a nigga. Cause the internet gonna get you. Remember, you trying to get views. You playing, I'm gonna try to get your body.
King and Queens, what's good with y'all? I hope everybody's doing good, doing great. Taking care of your health, stand to yourself, man. Listen, as you can see by the title, we got this 4EXTRA situation. He has officially blown his hand off. If y'all don't know who 4EXTRA is, do your research on him. He's a guy from California. A very colorful individual, to say the least. A very self-proclaimed hand thrower. You know what I'm saying? He love to get active and get cracking with the hands. And he has officially on the 4th, which was yesterday, has blown his hand off. And I think this right here could be an ultimate shift for him, because he's on No Jumper, the podcast, which is a large channel out in California. This could be the ultimate shift. This will be the determinant factor on if he will continue to be a podcaster and then try to better himself when it comes to his intellect, or will he just try to continue to be one of those loud, over-the-top podcaster that screams a lot. And it has worked for him, you know, nonetheless. It has been able to open doors for him to be on No Jumper. I think Adam does a pretty decent job at getting these characters, like, you know, you got the Brick Baby, you know, you got Crip Mac, and, you know, so on and so forth, and all these other people that are, like I say, again, very colorful on podcasts like that. They kind of stand out and they make for great content, but how long, you know, do they last? We don't know. You have those like AD who've branched off and been able to get, you know, their own podcast started, and they're great. You know what I'm saying? They're very open-minded individuals, very good at interviewing and having conversations with people. And then you have people like 4EXTRA. He's very loud. He's really not good with following up with the topics and, you know, so on and so forth. So I think if he can kind of make that shift and better himself with his podcast, just being able to, you know, talk to people and hear people out, let them speak, you speak, and we actually have a great conversation about something and stick to one topic. He's all over the place and just very loud and very aggressive. He's hitting the table, he's banging on things and breaking things and stuff like that. So I think this will be a time for him to actually get with Adam, and maybe Adam can kind of, you know, mentor him if he's willing to listen. It's another thing too. You have to be teachable and coachable in a lane like this, or in a lane in any life, you know, situation. You have to be able to be coachable and be able to learn. That's how you're going to be able to see growth.
Dead on me. It's the 4th. I'm going to blow. I want to get blown up today. The back, I'm blowing it up. Stop playing CDs. I'm throwing them in your house. I'm throwing them at you. Vernon Avenue, the back. I'm blowing your ass up. I'm blowing somebody up today off the. All day he got it. He got that. I don't got that. He got that. Come on, boys. Right now, bitch, hit the hood on the other set. Bitch, back to back. I'm in 4 shit, dead homies, and I'm getting shit. Little bitch in the hood. Hey, do your big one. Baby mama on the side because she mad as shit. Get it in. Right, I'm getting it either. Fucking bitches in the hood, nigga, daddy though.
4EXTRA's current status after the firework injury.
So basically, 4EXTRA, 4th of July, is hanging out with a bunch of his friends in front of like a shopping center where they're all hanging out. There was like a short that I posted yesterday, him doing some high kick thing. And he basically had a handful of fireworks and he was about to let one off. Didn't actually get out of his hand. Apparently those fuses burn a lot faster than you would think. And yeah, it blew his hand off. And there's more bad news, which is that the true extent of his injuries, I don't think has really 100% been revealed yet. I'm not really at liberty to say exactly what, but definitely there's more to come in terms of like all the stuff that has happened to him as a result of this. But also, I'm not sure 100% who the friend was, but he was with one of his friends, and his friend allegedly like blew half his face off, which I haven't seen any evidence of this or whatever, but Yeah, that's all we know right now. He's in surgery right now, off pain meds for like the first time in his entire life. And, yeah. I'll keep you guys updated, but that's all we know right now.
I wonder, is this going to be a shift in the way he even speaks? You know, even about taking phase, and, you know, it's only so many fights you can have, I guess, in a sense, right? I guess he has to wait in order for his hand to heal up and stuff like that. There was a video where Whack 100 was saying that he has to actually get it cut down to the wrist.
They're gonna have to take him all the way down to the wrist.
Yeah, he about to have a nub.
They gotta take him to the wrist. Cause they told me, his homies that was there said it blew off his 2 middle fingers, the 3 middle fingers.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Two
That
middle
shit crazy.
fingers and a thumb, something like that. I think like the thumb and another finger. There's only 2 fingers left.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. It could be the last of his fade catching, which is what his specific primary topic that he talks about. That's like his main thing. That's like his go-to. He always talks about catching fades in the county, and, you know, how many fades he had, you know, back to back and off the back and things like that. So I don't know how losing, you know, a hand is going to shift who he is. Maybe in a sense, it'll kind of bring him down a notch as far as energy wise. Maybe he'll be able to have a better look at reality and maybe not so take the aggressive route. Maybe he'll be able to kind of dial back with his energy. I think his energy is dope, but just for, you know, content purposes, I think it's his best interest to kind of just, you know, tone it down a little bit. And again, like I say, just be able to have a healthy conversation. You know what I mean? I think that'll be best. I think that'll be a good thing, because although you lost your hand, you didn't lose your voice. You still have a voice, and you're still somebody that represents, you know, what you represent in a major fashion, and highly respected individual. People, you know, are drawn to you. So again, like I say, if you're able to make that shift with, you know, the way you're speaking and conversations, and, you know, like I said, if he's able to do that, it's gonna be, people are looking for that. People they're burnt out on the over the top extra stuff. Like, it's only so far you can go with that.
Tell Fo Nubs I challenge him to a handball match. Let's see who can juggle better in a real way. Hey, you see what happens, Brodusky, when you do the devil's work? You know what I'm saying? You surround yourself with people like Adam 16 in a real way. Adam 16 probably gave them fireworks in a real way. Brodusky, kaboom, this hand, there you go. Ooh, whiskey, you're done for, Brodusky. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a big bad wolf, trying to bully people. You see how you did 607? Kaboom. Now he need 4 extra fingers. You know what I'm saying? Call that man 4 nubs in a real way. Brodusky finna be walking like this.
So apparently there was quote unquote voodoo, which I wouldn't tamper with if I was y'all. Stay away from it. You know, that's a whole nother discussion. But apparently he was on there with 607 Unk, and they had some back and forth, you know, things to spat about and talk about. And it's word that, you know, he did some voodoo on 4EXTRA.
Short time after 607 wrapped up whatever ceremony he was doing in that park, there was a 911 call simultaneously happening in LA.
3899 requesting additional unit and supervisor 43rd in Vermont.
3899, can I get an RA for a male approximately 30 years age, conscious of breathing, blew up his hand for the firework.
3899, repeat.
And location. Sure, they were sure is en route to the additional unit request.
3831, roger.
Conscious of breathing, just blew up his right hand with a firework.
Someone made a call to 911 alleging that 4EXTRA had blown off his right hand playing with fireworks. And apparently this was so bad that 4EXTRA actually lost his vision for a while. Like, he only got his vision back after surgery. But when it happened, the reason why he's looking down is because he can't see anything right now. His vision was completely gone. His right hand was blown up. Now, 4EXTRA was eventually rushed into surgery and had a successful surgery. The condition of his hand is currently unknown, but his injuries aren't the only issues he might have to deal with.
And I think it's good content play for 607. 4EXTRA, he is who he is. His name says it all. He's extra for a reason. So it's 4th of July. The firework wars that's just a prominent thing. That's like a stamp in the hood. That's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? We grew up putting you get a Roman candle, you let that go, and then once it's wartime, you'll stick a bottle rocket in it, we'll light the end of it, we'll hold it, and we'll shoot it at people. That's just what we did. And I think this was just nothing different. I think this was the same thing. But instead of that, he had like a cherry bomb. I don't know if y'all know what that is. I think it's like a cherry bomb that you hold. It got the long stem. And what you'll do is you'll light it and you'll wait till it get to a certain part on the stem and then you toss it. So apparently it's word that, they giving out like the stems that burn fast. So you're not really able to time as soon as you light it. And it depending on where you're getting it from, I have no idea. You can light it and it can boom. That could have been a thing, but that's just something that's what we do. Battle wars with the fireworks. You know what I'm saying? I was at my auntie house last night in the hood, and that's what was taking place. They was waiting till the sun go down to get things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that.
I'm not taking a picture with no nigga out of my shit. But look, let me tell you.
Let him finish.
But let me tell you though, when you go wrong, I always get on here and always tell niggas, don't let this internet get a nigga. Because the internet gonna get you. Remember, you trying to get views. You playing, nigga. I'm gonna try to get your body, nigga. I don't want the views. I want your body, them views. But the thing I'm saying is this, cuz, when you on here, cuz, and you on here with certain people, bro, cuz, and you just talking, don't let it trick you in the back, because believe me, cuz, when I catch you, cuz, or I see you somewhere, cuz, we ain't doing no talking. I come straight in. You tell me, I ain't taking no picture, nigga.
Yeah.
Taking no picture, nigga, till we holler.
Yeah.
First thing I tell you, you're gonna die here. Oh, come on, gang. Come on.
And you see the energy that he has, the energy he exudes, the energy that he releases. You know what I'm saying? He's very aggressive. 607 Uncle sitting across from him. Well-known content creator. Very interesting character. Supposedly he was the one that, sprinkled the seasoning of the voodoo stuff. And I don't know, as you can see, he's pointing with that hand. And that was the hand that was blown. So this right here is wild, man. And I'm hoping that, again, like I say, he's a very bright, colorful, personality individual. So hopefully he can still be able to prosper, man, because one thing about it, no matter what, I know we have people we hate and we have people we love. But in my mind, I wholeheartedly feel like we should never hate on nobody. It's a lane out here for everybody. It's enough money for everybody to eat. And just because, this situation that was unfortunate happened to him, I still don't think that he should lose his position in life. You know what I mean? I just think he needs to be exposed more to different things outside of but I say that, but then again, I can also say too, sometimes people are stuck in their ways. And I'm a firm believer of life teaching me more than somebody else, teaching me or telling me something, in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, you can give me all the advice in the world, but if I don't know what it's like to actually go through this, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm not really gonna learn anything. And of course that's situational, but y'all know what I'm saying. Life has its way of keeping you leveled. And unfortunately, sometimes it's more extreme than other situations. So shout out to 4EXTRA. You know what I mean? He reminds me of family members that I have. If you come from California, if you were raised out there, I don't know, maybe other states have them, but I was raised in Cali. I'm from Cali. I know how it is. I got cousins like this that's turned up. And he don't drink or smoke. So his energy is just on a whole other frequency. But shout out to 4EXTRA. Shout out to 607. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Keep elevating. And y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hello or goodbye. Talk to me. Do not yell at me. We elevating till we hit our head and we bleeding. Yes, spread love, not hate. See y'all when I see y'all. Be great. All right? Go.